Good morning, everyone. It's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your What's Cracking reading for Tuesday, the 7th of July. Can't believe we're already a week into July. The time just flies. Life is so just a blink of an eye, isn't it? Firstly, thank you to all the new subscribers. There's just been a big jump in subscribers this last couple of weeks, and I want to say thank you for all joining me. It's beautiful to have you on board. For all the people who've been with me for up to the 2 years now, which I know a good deal of you, thank you for your support along the way. Sometimes I forget how loyal and how beautiful you are, for your support and your comments, and of course all the other things we do together. So thank you so much. I've sort of cut back a little bit on the daily diaries now because I am back to work, so I won't get on quite as frequently. If you're interested in just sort of joining us for a general chit chat, I am running what we call the G's Gang on a Saturday. So just let me know by sending me your email address if you'd like to join us there. We do all sorts of things. Last week we got a chance to have a little bit of a mini read. So it just depends on how busy I am too, how much time I can put in. If you're interested in doing classes with me around things like abandonment, twin flames, tarot, being psychic, all of those sort of things, instructions are below. Have a read through and email me if you feel like you'd like to be included. And personal readings, I'm still doing personal readings, so you can organise them via my channel at www.theaussiegoddess.com. And you can have them face to face. I do a lot by Skype now, Zoom, a lot by Zoom. And that's how I'm doing the classes, which is awesome. Loving every moment of it. Alrighty. Oh, that was a funny split spirit. Oh, and you did it to me again. Wow. Okay, what are you going on with? Oh, I'll shuffle them again. That's really unusual because usually they do a really clear split for me and it keeps splitting into 3 parts. I'm not sure what's going on today. I'm using the Connolly Tarot here. Okay, let it go. All right. This card is just amazing. It's back out again. And I think this is what they were trying to do just then. They kept splitting in these really strange ways, which I've not seen before. So usually when I let the pack go, it splits cleanly and then I can just know where to start. But it just kept splitting into 3 or 4 sections. Something is happening here. This card has been coming out like a lot in the readings. It's been coming out in the weeklies. It's been coming out in personal readings. So I know there's a huge message behind this card. 7 of Wands talks about, it talks about absolute defiance, fighting for what you think is right, fighting for what you want. It talks about fighting off other people's opinions. It talks about standing your ground. It talks about being stubborn. But the one thing that it does talk about is there is a time and a place for those things. And sometimes hanging on to things because we want to hold on to them, we do not want to let them go, is not the best thing for us. So this card sort of talks about allowing things to happen as they should rather than fighting against them or for them. Just let them be. Very, very big message, and it's been coming out an awful lot lately. Okay, so we have the Knight of Wands flying through after that. Now, I look at that and I think, no, this is your energy here. This is your passion coming back in. Some of you may have been in a bit of a down time, a little bit of a healing time, and the universe is saying here, like, just let it go now. Let it go. Just get into your passion. Be creative. Do what you need to do. But for the moment, you can let things go. Don't work so hard. Let things go. Okay, so the 4 of Pentacles talks about hanging on to things. Now, for some of you, this could be money. Some people doing it a bit tight at the moment. But most of the time, especially for me, this is about letting go of things that no longer serve you. In the traditional tarot, of course, he's got, the 2 pentacles here, one across his heart and one across his crown chakra, which also gives rise to the idea that he's disconnected from his universe. So by letting this energy go, it also means that you connect more with your spirit, your higher self, whatever it is for you. So there seems to be, rightio, I'm getting it now. Okay, beautiful. You've done all the work you need to do. For those of you sitting around, your self-love levels are coming up. So you can go with that. You do understand that you know, loving yourself is the most important thing in getting everything else you want. So the first it's like first base is loving yourself. That's it. After that, the other stops you make along the way will come more easily to you, more naturally to you, once your heart is open to receive. And we get that from being grateful. We get that from understanding that we have everything we need already. We just have to be in a place to receive. So you've just got to be raising your vibration. So for you, a lot of you doing the work that you're doing on yourself through meditation, through insight, through looking at, how you're, managing your world and how you process and how you take your lessons on board and work through that. For those of you who are doing a lot of that, just remember the main idea is about allowing the universe to do their work. So not trying to control things, not trying to get things moving. We're all impulsive, we're all impatient. We all want things like love in our life, and a sense of security. But you can't push those things. You can't make them happen. And if you try to, very often they just don't work out in a way that's healthy. So let's get into the story a bit more. Okay, so we have the Five of Swords here. Now the Five of Swords is a card of, as I always say, winning the battle, losing the war. Pyrrhic victory, as one of the beautiful subscribers said to me once. This is about walking away from something with some sort of gain, but not really getting what you want. So you may have settled for something. You may have settled in a relationship when really you didn't want to be there, or you may have settled in with one person when you really needed to be with another, or wanted to be, or desired to be with another. It could be that you have chucked in a job because your job just isn't sort of meeting your needs. But whatever this is, it's almost like you've accepted second best here. So you've grabbed your swords. You're very happy that you've got what you thought you want, but now you're realizing that perhaps winning at this wasn't exactly what you wanted, and perhaps what you should have fought for was behind it. Okay, let's get some more of the story. Okie dokie. All right, so we have the Fool. All right, coming through. I'm just going to put another card down because I feel like there's a bit of a story here before I even start. Okay, and we have the King of Swords. And we have the Four of Wands. Okay, rightio. Some of you are thinking that what you're settling for in life is bringing you security. That whatever you're settling for here, you see as bringing you in security. And what you are doing is you are accepting far less than what you deserve here. There is this strong feeling that you are not standing in your truth. So you may be accepting a poor job because you feel that if you move away from a job, you may not have the finances, that type of thing. And the universe is saying to you here, it's okay to settle for half measures, settle for, a bad relationship because you don't want to be alone. It's okay to settle for a job, that's really miserable, when in fact you could have something much better. And the universe is saying, if you don't trust us by moving forward on this and stop fighting against it, then it's not going to change for you. So very much this feeling here of not fighting against what you want. And it's almost like you are fighting for this beautiful, security here, but it's coming, at this cost. And what is the cost to you? What is the cost that that you are having to make here? Because sometimes what we do is we accept something thinking we have no other choice. We have no more options. And the universe is saying, the options are there. You've just got to learn to let go and take this leap of faith. How are you ever going to find out what's out there for you if you're not willing to take a chance on something? For some of you here, this is about a person, someone who is probably quite logical-minded, quite strategic. For others of you, this guy is contemplating something here. And I feel that he's contemplating not being happy where he is and trying to understand here how to move more into this energy of the Four of Wands. Sometimes we have to do it. Sometimes it's just not nice where we are. We don't like where we are. We have to take a chance on moving forward. So definitely this feeling here of stop fighting, just go for it. Okay, so this is why you're being held back. Look at the shackles and the chains on this person. So this is your old belief system still hanging on to you here and not allowing you to understand what the universe has to offer. I'm really drawn to the rainbow in this card. So I would say to you that there probably is a lot more in front of you, but you've got your back turned to it. So this talks about materialism, but mostly it talks about ego. So are you letting your ego still decide on your life? Like I always say, you only get one go at this human thing. All right, 9 of Wands here. Somebody's scared of getting hurt. Somebody's scared of taking a chance. The 9 of Wands talks of repeating patterns. Oh, and then we have the card of transition. Okay, sort of very heavy energy here. So some of you here are scared of getting hurt, scared, fear, scared of getting let down, scared of something not turning out right. But, you know, it's that whole thing of, you know, do you stay in your box and always stay safe but never experience what life has to offer? Or do you accept that by jumping, taking this leap of faith and moving forward, that you might be able to bring in your very best life? But this is fear. This is fear of going round and doing it again and again and again, you know, and always getting hurt by something. So your fear is holding you back. That's all that's here, is fear. Fear is holding you back from having something amazing here. Something that you can find a lot of stability in. A lot of people look for stability on the outside. You know, a very materialistic sort of idea of staying in something because, you know, maybe, you know, you've got wealth, or maybe you've got stability through your money or through your means. But what it's saying here is you could have so much more stability if you learn to let go of what you already have. Okay, so we have transition here, which of course, and the wish card. All right, so whoever this reading is for, you have wishes in front of you. They're already there. You've already manifested what you want, definitely. But there is this card of transition here, and there is this card of a contract. So there's something you still got to fill out here before you can move forward. But I think you sense that. Something is still holding you back here with this transition card. And I feel like with that 7 of Wands up front here, let's just have a look at this before I put the last card out. You're fighting against an ending. You're fighting against letting go of things that are holding you back. That's why this card keeps coming out. It's a little reminder here that you're settling for something because you're fearful about what's in your future. Instead of embracing it and going for it, you're scared. So the universe is asking for you to have passion, to bring this beautiful passion back, to drive forward, to take action, to let go of these things in your past that have held you back, to learn how that love and love of self brings you in what you want. There is work here for someone. So for some of you here, this is about jobs and work, settling for jobs that you don't really enjoy, but having a greater passion here, but fearing taking that leap, fearing having a go at bringing in your own stability. What I see here is this offer of something more grand, something much more beautiful than you have currently. For the moment, you're focused on this idea that where you are is where you need to be, and you're stuck fast there. And the universe is asking you to open up, to understand that you're chained to these things of the past and allow them to go through letting go of your fear and taking this leap of faith. The stability is beautiful here. Okay, look what's at the end. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, this is your wish coming true here. So what you're doing is you're in effect sitting on a half measure and missing out on the big deal, on what is your entitlement for who you are. So you're sitting in your ego, accepting what life is giving you. And you have so much more if you would only find that passion, take that leap of faith and go after what you want. How amazingly beautiful. What card are we taking here? Okay, Oracle card. I think that I usually have that up a little bit higher too. It's a bit crazy, isn't it? I'm still not quite used to this setup. Oh, bumbling Jane. I'm getting there. Okay, that's the one they want. Okay, beautiful, 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 beautiful. We have the 7th chakra. That's Archangel Uriel. 7th chakra, hey? This is really deep that you've got this card here. Okay, so don't click out here. You need to listen to this. This is about spirit connections, intuition, and inspiration. The beautiful angel Uriel, also called the Fire of God, wears a brilliant crystal crown vibrating with a passionate connection to the divine. She brings great power to your 7th energy chakra, which is the crown chakra and is located at the top of your head. This is what you're blocking off with that pentacle. This card upright indicates an open and free-flowing channel of information and inspiration from the wonderful beings in the spirit world. This could also be a time of great intuition for you and guidance from your higher awareness, so allow yourself to quieten your mind and listen. Now is a great time to get connected. The assistance from spirit is great. Don't stop fighting it. And whether it's the presence of an ascended master, a powerful angel like Uriel, or just a loving friend or family member in spirit, their love and willingness to assist is always there. They even open you up to the Akashic records or Alea consciousness, the storehouse of all information. This connection is open now, and you'll find your own spirit, and the spirits of those around you will be able to provide the answers you seek and the blessings you desire and deserve. I just had my Akashic records done after I did the last one, probably maybe about 6, 7, 8 years ago, and it overlaps. Obviously, the information in both is quite enlightening, but the amount of energy that I have changed over the years is just absolutely amazing. So if you can afford to have an Akashic record done, or an Akashic record reading done, it's really worthwhile to understand where you are on your journey and what else you need to learn or to do to further yourself. Absolutely beautiful. But this really sits so beautifully with this reading. This is about opening yourself up to spirit. At the moment you're fighting against what is rightfully yours. It's already here. It already belongs to you, and you're fighting against it because you have an ego that just is not allowing you to move forward in your spirituality. So there you go. Have a wonderful day.